been created for our young people, Biz Town and Financial Center, where young people will come and learn about financial literacy, where they will come and actually be a part of the urban business process. And that's something that's important, because when you're in middle school and you're learning how to multiply and subtract and do algebra and all that, that really doesn't connect with anything in the real world. And so having this center here today to help our young people connect the dots is something, and quite frankly, Xavier, when you said probably did not exist, no, it has never existed before in our city. And that's something we should applaud and certainly be thankful for. What I'm also beyond the walls that have been constructed, and for many of you who've had the opportunity to visit as the construction was going forward, beyond the walls that have been constructed and now this beautiful edifice that we will now have our young people experience, something else that's really impressive to me as I stand here on this podium, that this is just not about bricks and mortar. This is about all of you. This is about the 200, 300 people who are here standing, ready to see this center open, ready to create opportunity, ready to see our young people advance as they continue to educate themselves, working with themselves, certainly under our guidance. And so I'm so thankful to all of you who are partners, the Georgia World Congressman, Chick-fil-A, Junior Achievement, and the many other corporations and banks, SunTrust Bank, Wells Fargo, and others, if you don't mind me saying Wells Fargo. Delta Airlines, Coca-Cola, everyone. I know I'm going to leave a few out, but your presence is here and certainly is felt. This achievement here today also represents optimism. It represents our belief and our hope for our young people. Our belief that our young people, number one, can do better, can achieve the highest ideals, but also the highest level of knowledge as they move forward to become the leaders that you all are now, tomorrow. This represents an opportunity. This represents our belief in their ability to do the great things. It represents our belief in their ability to learn and do things that we really thought were not possible. We are conveying to them a certain degree of responsibility and trust to take this center and make it something wonderful. One of the things, Jack, I didn't see was City Hall. You have City Hall? I'll come and volunteer, and I'll be the president of the council, conduct a council meeting, as they have to get certain permits to do some of the work that they're going to do. But again, let's not take for granted, and let's not think lightly about what this represents. This represents, again, our faith in our young people. This represents our belief in ourselves. This is a prime example and expression of our ability as a city, as a community, as a region to come together and to partner. It's in the bricks and mortar, but it is also in all of you who are here today. So as president of the Atlanta City Council, on behalf of my colleagues on the Atlanta City Council, and all the citizens who call Atlanta home, I just wanted to come by and say thank you. Thank you for believing. Thank you for coming together. And Dan, I must say I had a bet within myself that you were going to get up here in your red t-shirt. I guess Rodney gave you some different advice on your suit and your tie. But again, thank you for all that you do in our city. Thank you to all the corporations, all the businesses, all the nonprofit foundations that are here. Thank you for the commitment that you've made. And I'll close again on a humorous note. I dropped off my 10-month-old and my 2-year-old at school this morning and spilled a bunch of milk on my jacket. It spilled out of their bag, so I had a lot of milk on my jacket. My intern had milk all over his jacket. And the only thing I could think about as I came here in Park was whether or not my 2-year-old and my 10-month-old will be able to have this experience. And I know this is a 10-year program, but I'm going to ask, let's not make this a 10-year venture. Let's stick together and let's make this a forever venture. For all the young people that will come to this city, come to this place, let's make sure this opportunity exists for as long as humanly possible, so that we can ensure that as we move forward as a city, that we move forward with confidence and with the knowledge in mind that our young people are ready to serve and to lead this community. Thank you again, and certainly let's make this opportunity.